Hi there, Ms. Koch again. I'm going to teach you how to open your Google Drive, how to create a folder in Google Drive, how to create a Google Doc, and how to attach a picture to a Google Doc, then attach that Google Doc to Canvas to submit it for an assignment. I know that seems like a lot, but I'm going to walk you through step by step. So here we go. If you'll remember, my students go to Jump to Modules in order to get to their assignments. Your teacher might have these in a different location for other classes. So we are going to look at week 1, day 5, the assignment video and paragraph with picture. All right, we are going to watch the video below, which I'm creating right now, but it will be on the document or the assignment whenever you see this. It will teach you how to attach a file or picture from either your computer onto a Google Doc in your Google Drive, or it could be a picture that you have saved in your Google Drive, or it can be a picture from the internet, and submit that assignment. Once you have watched this video, you will know how to open a drive, create a folder, create a Google Doc, insert a picture on the document, and then submit it. This video covers a lot of information, so if you need to watch it again, feel free to do so. Remember that this video will be under Course Resources module if you need to reference it anytime in the future this school year. Your teachers may have this in a different location, though, for their classes. So we are going to first open our Google Drive in a new tab. Then we're going to create a science folder just for today. Once you've already got one, you don't need to do this every single time. Then we will create a Google Doc in the science folder. We're going to title it our first and last name, day 5 paragraph. We will then type our paragraph in the Google Doc, and that paragraph will be explaining your thoughts and feelings about returning to school and becoming part of our Centurion team. The paragraph should be 5 to 7 sentences and should have complete sentences with correct capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. Then comes the fun part. We're going to attach a picture from the internet or your computer, or if you have one on Google Drive. And that picture needs to show how you feel about returning to school and becoming part of our Centurion family. Now, that picture must be school appropriate, but I'm going to walk you through all of this. So remember the buttons at the bottom, previous and next, carry you to the past and the next assignments. And the button at the top, which for you will say submit assignment, allows you to submit the assignment. Mine says resubmit only because I was playing around with this before I did the video to make sure that I had everything I needed to, but yours will say submit. Before we submit it, we need to create the document that we're going to submit. So you are going to open a brand new tab, and in that tab, you are going to type google.com. It will carry you to the main page of Google. On the top right-hand side, you're going to see a box with a bunch of dots. If you click that, you will see Google Drive. Click Google Drive, and this will carry you to the home page of your drive. This is where you will store all of your documents or pictures or drawings or presentations, and you will store them neatly in folders so you can locate them. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We are going to create a science folder. So if you go to the top left-hand corner, you will see a new button. When you click that, it will give you the option to create a lot of new things, but first we need to create a folder. So we are going to create a folder. We are going to title it Science 2020-2021. Then we will click Create, and it will create that folder for us. It will put it right here on the main screen, Science 2020-2021. Now, one thing I like to do with my folders, if they're folders I use a lot, I like to give them a different color, one that stands out. And I found the red one kind of stands out to me more than the other. Okay, so you don't have to do this. It just helps them to stand out to me, just something that might help you. If you do that, you can right-click on the folder and change the color. I know you can't really see this box because it's behind my head right now, but there are some different colors to choose from. I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm going to go into my folder. And the reason I'm going into my folder is because if I create my Google Doc while I'm in there, that's where the Google Doc will be. If I create the Google Doc just in the home page of my drive, then I will have to move it into my science folder. Or if I leave it here, then I won't be able to find it later. So I'm going to double click Science 2020, 2021. All right, now I'm going to create a new Google Doc. So I go back up to new. Okay, so click new, and you will have a lot of options. You can create a Google Doc, Google Sheets, Google Slide, or a lot of other things. We are going to do the Google Doc. When this opens, we need to add a title. We can do this a couple different ways. And I apologize, I'm going to have to move some things around. For some reason, the settings in here keep getting changed. I don't know what's going on. So just ignore what I'm doing right now. Okay, so we're going to add a title to the document. Usually titles go at the top and in the middle. We are on the top line, and if you'll notice at the screen here, you see different lines. They tell you where to align the text. We want to put it in the middle. So we are going to click on this button here, which is Center Align. And we are going to type our first and last name, Tanya Kalk, colon, A5, paragraph. And if you'll notice, every word is capitalized. That's because you always capitalize your first and last name. You always capitalize the words in a title too. So here we have that capitalized. Then we are going to hit enter a couple of different times, and we're going to change the alignment back to the left because that's where you usually start typing your text. So now we can start typing our paragraph. I am so excited about returning to school and meeting my new students. I am also a little nervous. Okay, now remember you have to have 5 to 7 sentences about how you feel about returning to school and about becoming part of our Centurion team. So 5 to 7 sentences here. Double check your spelling, your punctuation, and your capitalization, or have somebody else look over it for you after you've typed this up before you submit it to make sure that you didn't make any mistakes. So it's always a good idea to reread it or to have someone else read it for you. All right, let's say you've got all 5 sentences or all 7 sentences. And now it's time to add that picture. Well, I am excited and I'm nervous. So I'm going to find a picture that tells how excited and nervous I am, and I want to put it under the title. So I'm going to click here, move down just a little bit. I went to Google and I found this picture that I thought really showed just how excited I am. I want to put that on the document. All I have to do is right-click, copy the image, go back to my document, right-click, and paste the image. Now, that image is huge. It takes up most of the paper. It doesn't need to be that big. So I'm going to click on that image, and then if you put the cursor at the bottom corner or top corner, oops, sorry about that, you can click and drag it and resize it. Okay, now your teachers will very much appreciate you resizing these extremely large pictures because they want to see not only that picture, but they want to see the title, they want to see the paragraph that you wrote. They want to see how you feel about returning to school. All right, so let's say I want to add another picture, and that picture happens to be on my computer. So I go up to Insert, hover over Image, and click Upload from Computer. Then I go into my pictures, and I find how I feel about returning to school. I click it and click open, or I just double clicked on it, but you can just click the picture and then click the open button. It's a little too big too, so I'm going to click on that and resize it to about the same size. There we go. All right. Now you can also, I could put one on nervous too if I wanted to, or I could just put one picture. Maybe I just feel super excited and I can't wait to get back to school and to make new friends. So I'm just going to put that picture there. Now, let's say you've got your 5 to 7 sentences. You have double checked it. You've got correct spelling, punctuation, capitalization. You've got your pictures on here. You've got your title with your first and last name, day 5, paragraph. Now it's time to put this into Canvas. So we go back to Canvas. We click that submit button. And then we click Google Drive. Now, keep this in mind. What you're seeing here is nothing, because teachers, when they are masquerading as students or pretending to be students, it will not let us access our Google Drive, unfortunately. So here you'll see it says the tool is not available. But for you, you will have a list of everything in your Google Drive. You just need to find that file that you titled your first and last name, day 5, paragraph, click it, and then you will see a submit button, which is not here because I'm masquerading as a student. So that is how you do a document in Google Docs, add a picture. That's how you create a folder, and that's how you attach that to Canvas and submit it. Now, let's say for some reason you have that document or a document on your computer. Or let's say that you have something else on your computer that you need to upload. There is another button here. If your teacher asks you to like add a picture or something, and that picture is on your computer, you can always click File, choose File, and it'll let you choose those same files that we did for the Google Doc. So it's just like going here, insert image, upload from the computer. It's going to pull up that same folder. But the only thing here is this particular assignment is not asking us to just do a picture. It wants you to do a Google Doc with a picture on it. So please do not go to File, Upload, and then submit that assignment. Because if you do that, all that is going to be on this document is just a picture. There will be no paragraph. So you will get no credit for the assignment. So make sure, because this button is here, that you do not choose the file and upload it from here. Instead, you go to your Google Drive, you create that Google Doc, you attach the picture like we just did, and then you go back to Canvas and click that Google Drive here. Remember, there will be a list here. Select that assignment titled first and last name, day 5, and once you click it, click Submit. Now, remember that once you've submitted, you're going to get all kinds of confetti and stars and excitement, and then you will see at the top, submitted. It'll tell you the date and time you submitted. You can also look at those details. Now, I can't show you these details only because I can't attach anything from my Google Drive. But you, when you click Submission Details, will be able to see the document from Google Drive. Now here, I just included my picture for you. But that's what would happen if you use that file button instead of the Google Drive. So please make sure you're using the Google Drive button and you're attaching that Google Doc that you created with both your picture and your paragraph. All right, if you have any questions, watch the video again. I know it's a little lengthy, but it will really help you to understand how to do this because you will be submitting a lot of assignments from Google Drive. They may include pictures too, or maybe even videos. All right, bye.